welcome to my channel, and this video is titled, As the Narcissist Ages, Do They Start to Expose Themselves for What They Are? So, somebody asked this question on a narcissistic forum, somebody answered, and I will be giving my experience of how this relates to me and how it, obviously relates to a lot of people that are dealing with narcissistic people, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. In my case, it is the almost 60-year-old Michael Caruso who cheated on me for 7 years with the prostitute, lied to my face about it. Watch all these other videos. So, and it's funny because Michael Caruso in question is almost 60, 57, 58. And yeah, so I'm going to give my experience on this. So the person asked the question, as the narcissist ages, do they start to expose themselves for what they are? And this is how somebody answered. They get desperate, which, I would say desperate, or I don't know if it's just guys in general. I've had guys tell me that no, they won't bang just anything. Michael Caruso told me no, he wouldn't just bang anything. And honey, I saw the track record, and then he told me stories. And I'm just like, God, just whoever's throwing it out, you're catching it. Apparently. Their looks are fading. Oh my God. So that's funny. Their looks are fading. Now, Michael Caruso, in my opinion, I thought he was a good looking guy. Well, everyone else begged to differ with me, but I don't know if they begged to differ because of how they knew that he treated me. Somebody's personality and actions can definitely make them hot or not. I thought he was very charming. He had the mask up. He's like a snake oil salesman. Okay. Very smooth talker. I found him to be very charming. Therefore, I thought he was extremely handsome. Well, I had people tell me different. And again, I don't know if I had my blinders on or if they are just saying that because of the way that he is. And I saw photos of him. He was a very cute little kid, adorable kid. In his, 20s, he was really trying to be, a rock star. Okay, now he's just a garage dad cover band. So he was trying really hard. And he had the long, curly dark hair. Like he really, held on to the long hair. That's what he had going for him, right? He had gorgeous, long, curly hair. Their looks are fading, yeah. And it's funny because anytime he needed a little bit of an ego boost, he would post old photos of himself, like 20, 30 years old photos, put it on Facebook. So everyone, every girl could say, oh my God. Like they know their looks are fading. Like they do. So, their looks are fading. Their reputation for destruction, rage, and brutality precedes them. Oh, yeah. Because not only are they getting older, and it's one thing if you're getting older and, you kind of want to change it or whatever. I gave him my Botox lady. I was like, hey, be sure and put my name down as a reference so I can get the points for it, And also how their looks are fading. And it's so true. I've spoken on this on previous videos about how he has so much rage inside of him that I literally saw him age 20 years overnight. Like I swear it was just overnight. I looked at him and he just looked like a former shell of himself. Just all sunken in, cheeks sunken in, eyes hollow. He looked awful. And then whenever he didn't speak to me for 6 months, or no, I did not speak to him, which is what he wanted. And he went all flippin' psychotic. Tons of videos on that. And I was like, okay, well, fine. I'll meet up with you, whatever. And I walked in and I saw him and he looked like he aged another 20 years. So when you're full of rage and anger, and also you're a really crappy human being, you're a liar and you're a cheater. Oh yeah, that does eat away at you. It really does. It really eats you from the inside out. I saw it with my own two eyes multiple times. They've burned a lot of bridges. See, I don't know. Because now remember, a narcissist, they take pride in having thousands of acquaintances, and that's just it, acquaintances. And then, because, you can't let anyone get too close to you, because then they'll see the real you. And no one wants to be around an angry, short-tempered, lying, cheating narcissist. No one wants to be around that. And then also, he takes great pride in being in contact with all of his ex-girlfriends. And that, again made me question, okay, did you not treat them as crappy as you treated me? Which, no, actually, he told me stories. So he did. And so these women are just as delusional as you are. So, yeah. If they're not divorced, he is divorced. Watch those videos. I mean, honey, that was just effed up from the beginning. Effed up from the beginning. Okay. Divorce. Their spouses are done with them. Yeah. Their children are damaged or recovering in retreat. Oh, yeah. If those kids will be in therapy. I mean, they actually turned out a little bit better than I thought that they would, but they're still young, honey. They're still young. They're like in their very early 20s. They got a road ahead of them, honey. So therapy's in their future. 1,000% therapies in their future. To constantly have to walk on eggshells because who knows what's going to set dad off to go from 0 to 100 like that. I mean, it's just like, calm down. No wonder everyone in your family died of a heart attack in their 50s, because everyone has high blood pressure because they are all just high flipping strung. Like, calm down. It's not that serious. Like, ugh. Boredom and restlessness consumes them. Oh, yeah. That's why they're constantly jumping from one supply to another and constantly have to have multiple women, and just, they get bored. They get bored. Finding new supply becomes a real challenge. Maybe. I mean, but he told me recently, he has no problem finding women. Okay. Then you should have no reason to ever reach out to me again. Which, like I said previously, I bet the house, this isn't the end of him. They panic a bit. They begin to amp up their tricks, and they cycle back through their mental Rolodex for former discards. Oh, well, that's why every single time we would break up, bam, I don't even think he hung up the phone with me telling me to go F myself before he's adding all of the women that he cheated on me with. And I had to beg to delete videos. I mean, it's a cycle. Oh, Michael Caruso broke up with Lee. Oh, he's back in contact with me now. Oh, he's back in contact with me. Oh, Michael Caruso. Yeah. Like, and the wild thing is these women have no problem with it. I mean, whatever. That's when the calls come out of nowhere after 20, 30, 40 years. Oh, yeah. They're bored. They're lonely. They've went through all the nasty dirt rocker, biker trash in the slums of Pinellas Park at Jimmy's Crap Hole Bar. Went through all that. And remember, no real woman, no woman with class and style and manners is going to put up with that type of behavior. There's no way. That's why he goes for the slums that hang out in Larghetto trashy bars with the beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other, because they don't care. A woman with class and, I guess, standards isn't going to put up with that. And he knows that. He knows that. But also trash gravitates towards trash. They may still be high functioning and put on like they're very successful. Fake it till you make it, right? Well, no. And he ain't faking it till he makes nothing. No, it for him, lies, lies, lies. All lies. Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Chances are they feel life has cheated them. Oh, yeah. I mean, I still think he's very bitter that he didn't make it as like a real musician. They're bitter, angry, jealous, anxious, and in need of a fix. You. Like all the times he would, well, tell me to go F myself, leave you alone. I do, I move on, which is what you want. You want that, right? That's what you told me. And then some months pass and it's, oh, I miss you. You don't miss me, sir. No. You're bored and you're lonely. There's no one else. So to stroke your ego, like that's all it is. All it is. They cannot be happy for you and will undermine your success. Yep. They will be jealous of your friendships and your relationships. Yep. When they devalue and discard you, it is with a practiced way. You will feel that they have done this many times before, and they have. I mean, it's like clockwork, you know. I don't even know if the discard even feels good to them anymore. Like a drug addict, there are too few highs. Well, I said that it's all a game to a narcissist. It's all a game to them. They get off on lying to you. It gets the rocks off. It gets them off to lie to you. I mean, it's all a game. It's all a game. And, you know, you wonder. I mean, this man's almost 60 years old. Is he going to continue doing this until he's taking his last breath? Probably. I don't see him changing anything about himself because in his eyes, he sees nothing wrong with what he's doing. I mean, the mask only stays up for so long, you know? It's so funny because these people think that Michael Caruso is just the greatest, most fantastic guy, and they think that because they don't know the real him. They don't know the real him at all. But you know what? The truth always comes out. Always. The truth always comes out. So, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing. Thanks, guys. See ya.